Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Ford C-Max. If you guys have a Ford C-Max, you need to replace the 12-volt car battery. Stay with us, we'll explain guys how to do that. Now, the video is not very complicated and you can do it yourself, and we're going to cover step by step. Before we start, let me guys introduce you to the channel. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart and we show you guys how to fix practically anything on it. Why? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. In addition, if you guys need to buy a new car battery, parts, tools for your Ford vehicle or any car, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all that for a really good price and quick shipping as well. So let's explain, okay, what do we have here. This is the Enrgi C-Max. Even if it's not Enrgi, the procedure is about the same guys, okay, even if it's a regular hybrid. So what do we need to do? We need to go ahead and open the trunk. Now if you're doing that inside your shop, make sure you're not hitting, okay, the roof. Make sure it opens safely. So since it's the plug-in hybrid, okay, this is the Enrgi, what will happen here guys, okay, we have extra battery that's a little bit taller. If you don't have the Enrgi, the procedure will be very similar with some minor differences. So what do we need to do? Leave that thing there. Okay, here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that we need to remove with a few screw with a Torx 30, excuse me. But before we do that, okay, what you need to do, grab that thing, okay, and remove that cover right here. This is where the car battery actually will be located. Okay, so now let's go ahead and remove the 4 screws that we have with Torx 30. Okay, actually it's smaller, this one, 25 probably. Let's try and see. The ones on top I know are 30 for sure, and the one on the bottom probably 25 or 20, way smaller than what we think. So let's see this one. Oh, that's too small. What about this one? Yep, that's the correct one. It is 25 guys, Torx 25. That it was just at the wrong place. So let's go ahead, one screw out, second one now, then we have screw number 3 and 4 coming out right after that. Perfect. Now that plastic trim guys, okay, it's held on the bottom by the 10mm nut, you can see right there. So if you try to pull it out, it's not going to come out. If you have the smart key, this is the antenna for the detecting the smart key, so we can unlock the car or open the trunk. Okay, that antenna is located right here. So let's do the 10mm now. On these modern vehicles guys, it's super important which battery terminal you disconnect first, and we're going to explain that as we go. Okay, so we can simply, probably it has a couple clips holding it in place. Okay, let's explain where the clips are located now. So you can see one clip here, one clip over there. And watch how much room we have gained so far, but we still need to remove that panel. What do we need to do here guys? Okay, pretty simple. We need to go ahead, okay, and get a Torx 30 now bit, and we need to start removing these 4 screws that are right here on top, okay, holding that cover. So let's do that now. One's out, 2, 3, and then we have number 4 after that. Perfect. Now we can easily guys grab that piece, okay, and it may have a few clips, it may not, slide it and it comes out. Okay, great. And you can see guys, this is the battery pack for the plug-in hybrid, and the regular battery should be right underneath. This right here now is the battery, but in order to get to it guys, okay, we need to do a little bit more work, okay, because the cooling now here, okay, for the battery is a little bit in the way. So let's see if we'll be able just to slide it that way if we disconnect everything. I think we might be able just to slide it under this thing. So we'll see if we can do that. You have to be extremely careful not to break the battery temperature sensor on the back. So the first battery terminal that we should disconnect, okay, on most cars it's the negative, guys, negative. So 10 millimeter, okay, and right here start getting it loose. Careful not to damage your battery temperature sensor. That sensor, guys, okay, is expensive. You don't want to mess it up. Okay, let's see. It looks like it's loose, so if I grab it for the... Always use gloves, guys, always. Okay, this one is out. Now, let's remove the positive. When working around the battery, as I said, always use gloves, because if you don't, battery acid can get on your skin, damage your skin. If it gets in your eyes, okay, it can burn you guys, so you don't want that to happen. So let's see if we can flip that one here. It's a very short. Okay, here it's a clip only, so give me a second to figure out how that thing is going to, okay, come loose. Or we're just going to disconnect it from that nut. Let me just see on this side if I lift it up a little bit. What we have here, like almost nothing holding, and it stays there. So I guess we need to go ahead, okay, and disconnect it here with, let's go ahead and put it back on the terminal. Okay, so it doesn't go anywhere, because otherwise we can break it, and we need to disconnect that cable here, or we need to disconnect the two positive cables there, one of the two, guys. So actually it can come out of there, so we will see what's the case, okay, with ours. So 13 millimeter, and we're going to go ahead. Okay, that nut came out. We can pull that thing up, and later we're going to install it. Now let's see if that's going to give us, okay, enough room for the battery to come out, or in our case, okay, it may not be. So I don't think that's the wrench that we dropped earlier, guys. So here, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to disconnect one of the wires too, so we can pull it to the side. Otherwise it's not going to work, guys. So either 13 millimeter or what is that one, 10 millimeter, one of the two will work. So let's go ahead and disconnect the little one. I think will be better. Just make sure you don't damage anything. Okay, let's get that positive out. And this one, it can come to the side. Okay, later we're going to connect them. Now, what is that one? 8 millimeter is the bracket here for the car battery, I believe. So we're going to go ahead, get the car battery bracket loose. Okay, now the bolt came loose. The bracket itself is next. Perfect. And now that's the moment of the truth to see, okay, let me see if I can pull that thing gently out without causing damage to the negative terminal as well. And no, guys, it will not come out. No matter how much you try, it's not going to come out. So we need to continue with the disassembly. So now we'll try just to remove that little, okay, a few screws, so we can not remove the whole duct. Okay, right here, one more on the bottom. Okay, here we need to either get with the impact, or In some cases we might just ratchet. Okay, now we have a few clips that we need to remove. One on the bottom, underneath. Okay, they're like these clips, and two on top. So the middle piece of those needs to come out, and then once you pop them out, okay, you can pull the whole clip out, guys. Or just the middle all the way out, and then the rest of the clip. So let me show you because you didn't see good. Okay, middle piece comes out, and then, okay, let's use the clip puller here because it's a little bit stuck. Okay, perfect. Now we have one underneath, which is right here, guys. Okay, let me see if I can get this one, because actually it's put to where I'm trying to get the two in. Okay, one piece flew away. We're gonna find it when I remove the battery. And the other piece came out too. So that little piece will come out. Okay, just like that. Now, I found one piece of the clip here. Okay, the center piece I don't see yet, but we're going to find it soon. So, now we need to, guys, okay, let's see right here, these two screws I think is the only one that need to come out. These two screws, if they come out, I think that piece will be able to come out. That way we don't need to remove that ventilation pump for the battery here. So I think we will be able to do it that way. So let's go ahead and see if that will be the case. With the same 8mm socket, we need to go ahead and just remove these two screws. Okay, perfect. We found the socket. So we can continue. So let's just go ahead and do these two. It's not as easy as it should be, guys, but it's a little bit cramped up here. You can see, especially if you have the Energy version, you have two batteries, so things get a little bit complicated here. Okay, now we're doing the other one. Perfect, I think that piece now, let's see if anything else is holding. We got that clip out. It was part of the other clip. It should slide out. That's great. You can see it goes quite a bit in. And now that car battery should easily come out, and at that point you may not even need to take apart the positive cables apart and all that stuff. You just have to be careful not to hit that cable and break something. Okay, so go ahead. This is 2016 model and it failed in 2021, as you can see, guys, right here. So it says 100 month warranty. So what is that? 100 months is 8 years, and it didn't last. Full replacement, it's 3 years. But now maybe the car sat for a while without being driven, maybe it was dead and all that stuff. According to the eye here, it says that it needs to be replaced. So and now we'll go ahead, grab the new one and continue. So this is the new battery that we got right here. It's ready to go. All we have to do now, get it in place, but just be careful not to hit that cable, guys. If you hit that cable, you can damage it. Okay, the vent, okay, needs to go right here, so you have your vent hose. I'll hold it up while one person is putting it in. That way we can plug the vent hose in as well. Okay. So let's pull it this way if we can some. Last time wasn't even removed. I don't know if Ford replaced it or not. Okay, we installed the vent hose. That's great. Now we can put the battery in, okay, and we should go ahead and install the bracket, guys. Okay, it goes. Okay, should be centered a little bit. Goes on the back side. Let me see if the hose is in the way a little bit. I see the hose right here, that vent hose. Okay, I think it's good. Now we need to install the car battery mount. It goes only one certain way. Get the bolt in, get it tight, and stay with us to see if that C-Max will ever start again. Just kidding, it should be everything fine. At least we hope so. Sometimes you think some easy job, guys, everything turns out to be okay, and then everything goes crazy. So let's see now. Okay, which we need to connect here the positive. Okay, cable. Get this one tight, 8mm. And now installing, guys. Okay. We need to go ahead and install this one as well here. Okay, this one went like that. Okay, perfect. I'll hold it. This is the nut with a 13mm socket. Perfect. Now we need to go ahead. Okay, make sure the negative and the positive don't touch. We're going to install the positive first. Okay, I'm gonna hold the negative not to touch. Then we're going to go ahead, get this tight. Okay, it's a little bit sideways, so let's get it loose a little bit. I cannot turn it. Okay, like that. You don't want to be banging on the body or something. It shouldn't move, but you never know. Negative second. Okay. Getting this one tight now. And next, what we should do, okay, make sure the battery doesn't go anywhere. It's held in place. We need to install the pieces that we removed. Perfect. Here a few screws that we need to install, and then we just have, guys, okay, a little bit more. Nope, no, that's no. This one goes with the other one. This is with the other clip. Both are held by one clip together with the top piece. Okay, with that thing right here. Oh, yep, right here. You can see both of them go together. So we have to wait for that. You have to remember in what order you remove things, guys, when you put them together. If not, watch the video in reverse and you can find this out. Okay, getting these two tight now, and then we can install the other one, and we'll give it a test and see if it actually starts now. That screw got cross-threaded a little bit. I see it from here, so you have to be careful. Okay. And after that, the only piece left here before we close everything will be that piece, and it has 3 clips, remember, and 2 screws. So this one, when you install it, okay, it goes like that. So now let's go ahead, install the clips. Middle piece goes in, the outside piece, excuse me. Let's do a little bit slower motion so we can see, because not everybody knows how to install clips, guys. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, we're going to do the middle part a little bit started, but don't go in all the way. Now we're going to go ahead, install the thing and push in. One more on the bottom. Okay, let me just get this one now. I'll do it on the very bottom. And this one is a little bit less visible. Okay, but it's done. And we have the 2 screws here left. We'll just get those done. And later, okay, after we get these 2 tight, we're going to put everything together and we're going to see if actually that car starts, guys. So make sure to stay with us and see if everything functions correctly. So everything's put together. Okay, what we're going to do now, okay, we're going to go inside, okay, and we'll first start the car. Okay, let's close it manually now because everything is turned off. Car's been turned off, so let's go ahead and see if we can start it, by the way. Okay, perfect, no problem, guys. Car started, everything's running. Okay, parking brake engaged. Oil change, that's what we have. Instrument dimming. So ready to drive. So you can see no problems of any kind, guys. Okay, that's it. So that's how you guys replace the battery on Ford C-Max. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.